What is up, everybody? I'm ExxotikGaming, and today I am back with another Pixel Gun 3D video. And in today's video, we will be doing one of the most requested weapon reviews ever in the history of my YouTube channel, the Golden Friend review. Now, the Golden Friend was introduced almost an entire year ago now, and I have wanted to review this weapon ever since the day it came out. However, I've never been lucky enough to win this weapon from the lucky chest, which is where you get this weapon from. However, about 4 to 5 days ago, I was contacted by an awesome guy named Miles58YT on Twitter who said, "Hey, would you like an Android account?" And he gave me a level 31 Android account that has the Golden Friend, it has the Candy Baton, it has the Power Claw, and has the Spark Shark. So huge shout out to you, Miles58, for finally giving me the ability to review all 4 of these awesome weapons. I will have a link to his YouTube channel down below in the description. Make sure to go check it out and say hello. But with that being said, guys, let's get right into this Golden Friend review. Now, the most interesting thing about the Golden Friend is not the fact that this weapon is from the Lucky Chest, and not the fact that this weapon has a grade of Mythical, but rather, this weapon will have a different lethality, or efficiency as it's now called, for different players. There are players who will have an efficiency upwards of 20 to 21, like something like the Hellraiser. And then there are other players like me, who are a little bit less fortunate and gets an efficiency of 10, which proves that this weapon is a very underpowered weapon, at least for me, and it will be very difficult for me to get even a single kill when using this. So in today's video, I will be basing this more on an efficiency of 10 for the Golden Friend. So if you do have this weapon, and you have an efficiency of upwards of 25, and it just so happens to be one of the most powerful weapons you have in your primary section, a lot of the things that I will be saying may not make all that much sense. But a majority of players do have a lower efficiency weapon, and that is what we have as well. So as you guys can see, this weapon has a 97 firing rate, a 30 capacity, and a 120 mobility, which is very similar to a lot of the other assault weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. The combat rifle, the SWAT rifle, the AK-48s, they're all relatively similar, and the only thing that makes this weapon different, my specific Golden Friend, is the fact that each individual shot is extremely underpowered. It will take many shots before this weapon actually takes out a max armored player. And because of this, with as low of a lethality weapon as I have, really the only maps that you're going to be able to use this in and actually get potential kills with is going to be a map where people really aren't focused on killing you. It's going to be a map like this, Flag Capture, where the players really are more focused on actually capturing flags and not necessarily killing the other players. So it really is based off of that, and if you can manage to use this weapon correctly in this match, you may actually find yourself getting some kills when using it. Not all that many, but you will end up getting a couple of kills throughout the matches that you go into. Unfortunately, there was a hacker there in this match, so I am going to leave this one, and I'll hopefully find another one and show you guys some gameplay in 2 castles. Unfortunately, it does look like there's pretty much no other choice. There is this one, so I am going to go add a password in and join this one, and let's get right into this. Now, the thing is, the Golden Friend is one of my most favorite weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. It doesn't necessarily have to be a weapon that has just an excessive amount of power, and it just absolutely destroys all other players. Now, that might be a big factor in determining which weapon is your favorite weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, but for me personally, I'm more focused on a weapon that looks cool. And I don't know about you guys, but I just have a thing for the golden weapons in video games that I play. Ever since I first started playing shooting games with some of the Call of Duty games, where I went up to Vermont in the summer and played Call of Duty on the Xboxes that they have at the resort there, I've always loved equipping gold camos on my weapon, and having a weapon with a default gold camo. When this weapon was introduced, this weapon was absolutely fantastic, and everybody wanted to have it. If you played this game, and you were playing this back when this update came out, chances are you probably really wanted to have the Golden Friend, and it was just that cool of a weapon. Unfortunately, over a couple of updates, it's strikingly gotten nerfed. It's actually surprising how much Really Soft has nerfed this weapon, and I really don't understand a reason why. I personally would make this weapon one of the most powerful weapons in the primary section. I'd put this weapon more in line with something like the Secret Forces rifle because so few people have it, it's really not going to be a problem in the matches that you go into. The only people that you're really going to find that have this weapon are the select few people that were lucky enough to win this from the gift box, and the hackers that are playing this game. And even still, if somebody is hacking this game, chances are they're not really going to be using this weapon all that much, because they'll end up using a one-shot kill weapon anyways. But as you guys can see, you still can get kills with this weapon. It's very unlikely, and you're not going to get gameplay with the Golden Friend like you would get with something like the SWAT rifle, or the AK-48, or something like that. But it is possible to get kills with this weapon, and that is the important part. Unfortunately, there's only one other player on this enemy team, and I may have to leave this flag capture map just so I can actually get a couple more kills. I'll go into a team deathmatch map, or maybe a regular deathmatch map, and show you guys what a more average map would be like when using this weapon, when you have the 10 lethality on this weapon. Now, other players, like I said, may have a higher efficiency on this weapon, and because of that, it might actually be a lot more powerful than what it is for me. And because of that, you may actually get some pretty decent gameplay when using this weapon. Now, if you have the efficiency that I have, an efficiency of 10, maybe 15, maybe 20, there is a specific way you should probably use this weapon. You shouldn't really use this weapon as a primary weapon because you're not going to get all that many kills when using this. How you should be using this weapon is you should get this weapon only in the last resort type of way. What you should do is mostly kill the enemy player with a different weapon and finish them off with the Golden Friend. That way, you can get a majority of the damage dealt with a different weapon and then finish it off with the Golden Friend and still get that sense of feeling that you actually killed that person with the Golden Friend. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to kill them because you are going to need a ton of shots before you're actually going to kill the enemy player. That was a perfect example. You guys saw that it took an entire clip before I finally took that other player out. And I'm actually getting much better gameplay in this match than what you would normally get when you join a match in Pixel Gun 3D. This is flag capture, and like I said, people are more focused on actually capturing the flags than killing the other players, and because of that, you are going to be able to get people by surprise when they're more focused on actually capturing the flag. You can see this person right here is really not concerning themselves with me, and because of that, I'm able to kill them and actually get some decent gameplay when using this weapon. And that is because I actually am able to use this weapon with relative accuracy. Now, you're not really going to be able to get all that great of gameplay if you're not known to have the greatest accuracy with a primary weapon. If you are somebody who uses the primary weapons in Pixel Gun 3D and finds that you just don't have the greatest accuracy in the world, this is definitely not the weapon for you. But if you are lucky enough to win this weapon from the golden or from the lucky chest, go right ahead and test this thing out. I'm actually surprised how so few people actually use this weapon. It's a little shocking because I would figure at least a couple of people would want to try this out once in a while, but literally nobody wants to try this weapon out, and it's a little disappointing at times. So I am going to at least try to find some more ammo. I'm going to hopefully find some more when this person spawns in, and I may actually join into a different match and show you guys myself getting much worse gameplay in a map where it's a little bit more difficult to kill the other players. So I'm going to probably die from this person right here, at least I'll try to, and let's let this person kill me. Or not. I guess this person doesn't want to kill me. Just kill me, please. And I can get some more gameplay with the Ghost Lantern. I'm not really concerning myself with capturing the flags. I just want to show you guys some gameplay with this Golden Friend. Like I said, this is arguably one of my favorite weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. And like I said, it's not because this weapon is powerful, because as you guys can see, that is a lot of shots before this weapon actually takes out an enemy player. It's because this weapon looks so cool. And, I mean, like I said, I have wanted to have a golden weapon in Pixel Gun 3D for such a long time. The only other golden ones that were in the game when this weapon was introduced was, like, the golden crossbow and the golden mega destroyer, and those ones weren't all that cool. They didn't really look just super cool that you really wanted to use them, and because of that, they just weren't even that great of gameplay. Those weapons were severely underpowered at the time, and this weapon was much more powerful. And that goes to bring me to my actual one statement that I want to have with this video. Really Soft, if you are watching this video, please please buff the Golden Friend. The Golden Friend is in desperate need of actually getting better gameplay with it. It desperately needs more players to actually use it. And because of that, you are going to need to buff this weapon. You are going to need this weapon to become a lot more powerful than it currently is right now. As you guys can see, I'm getting some of my best gameplay ever so far since I have gotten this weapon. And if you compare this with some of my other gameplays I have done in Pixel Gun 3D, it's not all that spectacular. So guys, really soft. Developers, if you are watching this, please do something about this. Buff this weapon up so it is more in line with something like the Marksman, or maybe something like even the Secret Forces rifle. You don't necessarily need to make this the most powerful primary in the world, but just make this thing somewhat desirable for other players to use. Because at this point in time, you have a cool weapon in this game that actually is one of the cooler looking in my personal opinion, and nobody is going to use it. So, really soft, please do something about this. And that's it for my little rant on this weapon. So yeah, guys, the Golden Friend. With an efficiency of 10, I'd probably rate this weapon around a 3, maybe a 3 at most, because it's certainly not your best choice for a weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. It's going to truthfully be very difficult to get kills with this weapon, much more so than most other weapons that you will find in the primary section in Pixel Gun 3D. However, you can get kills with this weapon, and that is the most important part. The best maps to go into when using this weapon are obviously the flag capture maps. Those are the best ones to go into, because you will get some kills where people really aren't paying all that much attention, and you'll be able to kill them without them really even knowing, and they really won't even show that much of a threat to you. So definitely not go into Silent School, especially if you are one of the higher level players in Pixel Gun 3D, because that will definitely not be one of your best results. You're not going to be able to use this weapon in Silent School and actually expect to get a lot of kills with it, because that's just not really going to work out all that much when using this weapon. So, in all honesty, guys, that's really all I need to say about this weapon. I have very little I need to talk about with this Golden Friend. It's really not a desirable weapon at this current point in time, but in the future, I can guarantee if Really Soft does watch this and they do decide on making this thing more powerful, it will become one of the most favorite weapons out of players in Pixel Gun 3D. Out of probably a majority of the players that are watching this video right now, this is probably not their favorite weapon, because it's not a powerful weapon, and to truthfully, most players in Pixel Gun 3D really go for the weapons that are the most powerful. You're not going to really find all that many players that are using the underpowered weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, so if you see somebody with the Golden Friend, that is a rarity. Most players will not be using this weapon. It's really a difficult time using this weapon. It's going to be very difficult getting kills when using this, and some of your best gameplay you are going to get are going to be in maps in flag capture. So, in all honesty, guys, that's pretty much it. I really don't have much else I need to say about the Golden Friend, other than if you do have this weapon, try this out once in a while. Make it a little personal challenge. See how many kills you can get in a match when using this weapon. If you have the lowest efficiency weapon version, in all honesty. If you do have a higher efficiency version, obviously it's going to be a lot easier to get better gameplay with this weapon. And if you have an efficiency that is more in line with something like the Marksman, I would honestly rate this weapon more like an 8. I would rate the Marksman an 8 for primary weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, so if you get gameplay that is similar to something that you would get with the Marksman, this thing is a heck of a lot more powerful. If you are watching this video and you have a version of the Golden Friend that has around 16 to 18 lethality or more, try to use this weapon once in a while, because you'll actually be surprised how good of gameplay you might actually get when using a version of this weapon that has a little bit better efficiency than the version that I have. But with that being said, guys, I don't have anything else I need to say about the Golden Friend, so I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to smack that like button, and make sure to go share this video with the developers of Pixel Gun 3D. Share this video on their Facebook page, share this video on their Instagram, their Twitter, whatever social media they have. Even post this in the comment section of their videos that they post on their channel, their official Pixel Gun 3D trailer. Because the more people that post this to Really Soft, and the more people that make Really Soft aware of the problem that this weapon being so underpowered, the more Really Soft is actually going to do something about this Golden Friend. If nobody does anything, they're obviously not going to change anything about the Golden Friend because they're not going to know that people want this weapon more powerful than it actually is. Now, I don't know if this is a deeper meaning. I don't know if Really Soft just doesn't really know and they're kind of clueless when developing the Golden Friend, or I don't know if it's a deeper meaning where they actually want this weapon to be underpowered so they actually get the more pay-to-win weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. I hope that's not the case. I hope the developers aren't making this such of a sellout weapon that it's going to be impossible to use because it's free, but if that is the case, Really Soft, please reconsider and make this weapon a little bit more of a competitive weapon that you can actually use at the higher levels. If you are watching this video and you are a lower level player, this probably is a pretty decent weapon because with a 10 efficiency at a lower level, this thing will do a very good job at killing enemy players. So if you are watching this video and you are a lower level player and you happen to get this Golden Friend, most of the players that you encounter may have golden armor or something like that. This may actually be one of your better options of a weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. But if you are a higher level player, good luck, because you're not going to get that great of gameplay when using this. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new to my content that I produce. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. I tried my best in getting the best gameplay. This is the best gameplay I have gotten so far. I've tried to record this over the past 2 days now, and this is by far the most kills I have gotten when using this Golden Friend. Before, I had gone into matches like Silent School and Deathmatch, and I was literally getting 2-3 kills the entire length of the video, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see that. So, yeah, make sure to go check out my other weapon reviews I have done on my channel. I have a lot of other weapon reviews, and I do plan on reviewing the Power Claw and the Spark Shark very soon. I know the Halloween update just came out for Android devices, but I did want to get this video out first so you guys could see that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. Let's go get one last kill with my minigun pistol, or maybe 2 last kills, depending on... Okay, well, I got killed by the Ghost Lantern. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.